Who's going to be the first to make bets on whether or not I'm wearing pants? So you did it. You participated in NaNoWriMo, and whether or not you actually won, you should be proud of yourself, because even attempting to do 600 words a day is the definition of insanity. Well, actually, no. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Whether or not you won or lost, you're probably thinking, what do I do next? I have a 50,000 word monster, or an uncompleted 15,000 word monster, or a concept, some scribbled ideas, a little bit of writing on a computer, and then you threw up your hands and ran away and asked, why am I doing this to myself? Either way, you need to know what to do next. And I've got my 6 tips on what to do post-Nano in December. Tip number 1, do not query. Nobody wants your manuscript right now. If you decide that you're gonna just ask an agent and you say, hey, I just finished my NaNoWriMo manuscript, they're going to immediately put it into their trash can. You can check out the Print Run podcast, which has Eric and Laura, and they will tell you that they're closed to queries during December, mostly because their agency is closed, but also because they don't want your Nano manuscript. Tip number 2, either start editing right away or leave it for a month. It's also a very good idea to distance yourself from your manuscript for a while. This will allow you to gain a little bit of perspective on the scenes that you thought you totally rocked and the scenes that you thought you totally sucked in. As it turns out, most of those will flip around. Plus, whatever mood you were in when you were writing those scenes won't be fresh in your head anymore. You'll be able to have a much better perspective on your writing style. Tip number 3, start planning your next project. You know you came up with one during Nano. You know you were probably very tempted to abandon your Nano project in favor of this other project because it was so much more enticing. Now, you can play with that toy. This is very much along the lines of editing your other novel. It will allow you to distance yourself for a month, play with something that's a little bit more fun, and then you can go back into editing once you have either an outline or a first draft of your next project finished. Tip number 4, start working on your 2018 goals. If you're a writer, you probably want to be somewhere different than you were this year next year. So you should probably start by writing those down, figuring out what those goals are in your writing and in your personal life. Tip number 5, write in your journal to process this. Let's just be real here. The reason why you write is to process your emotion. You process everything by writing about it. It's just how you roll. So writing about your process during Nano and what worked and what didn't will help you change things next year. Tip number 6, pat yourself on the back. You did something really, really amazing. You put out 50,000 words in 30 days and you have a finished first draft. Whether this was your first Nano or your 21st Nano, not that it's been around for 21 years, you should still be very proud of the progress that you've made for your writing career and also for yourself. So pat yourself on the back, sit back with a book or a movie or a TV show that you didn't get to touch during November and have some fun. That's all I got for you guys today. Make sure to like and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. I also have a Facebook group and I also have a website with a lot of blog posts that you should definitely go check out. So go check that out in the doobly-doo below. And I will see you guys later. Happy writing. I didn't say nearly as much, and I was also very I think my shoulders were actually in my ears. We'll see that. Yeah.